Guys, Jeff here once again. Tonight, I'm Uberman. So you know what that means. Let me hit you up with some knowledge, okay? Today's video is talking about, there's an affirmation that Bob Proctor has. Some of you might have heard of it. It's been out there for a while. Some of you might have heard of it. Some may not have. The affirmation is, I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. Now, I'm in the Bob Proctor coaching program, so listen to a lot of Bob's his lessons and all that. He talks about this affirmation, and he's like, yeah, that's the vision I hold in my mind. As I'm saying this affirmation, I'm like, that's the vision you hold in your mind. I don't understand. So being in the Bob Proctor coaching program, I'm also allowed to ask questions each week. So one of the questions I asked one of the weeks was, what's this vision that Bob holds in his mind as he's saying this affirmation? And the answer I got back was, now you got to make sure you remembered it, is that when he came up with this affirmation, it was quite a few years ago. So he would envision himself, as he's saying this, going to the mailbox, pulling out checks from his multiple sources of income. Like, he might teach a seminar and get a check in the mail. He'd write a book, get a check in the mail. All different ways he was making money. But he would envision himself going to the mailbox, pulling out the mail and getting checks in the mail. And also, as he's saying it and seeing it, he's feeling it too. The excitement, the anticipation of getting the checks in the mail. How does that feel? Never underestimate the power of the feeling. That is so, so important. So as you're saying it, see it, and feel it. And that's what Bob would say, and Lord knows Bob would probably say that hundreds of times a day for month after month, probably maybe year after year after year. But listening to Bob, it's something you should do at least a few hundred times every day for a minimum of 90 days. If you can do it for 6 months or a year, more power to you. The more you say it, the more you see it, the more you feel it, the better it's going to be for you. The faster you'll see some changes, the faster you'll feel a change about money. You can't say it enough. And also, don't underestimate the power of how it feels to say that, to see it, to feel it. So you got to come up with a vision of getting money from maybe multiple sources and the excitement and how that feels. See the money getting deposited in your bank account. That's so, so important. So you got to say it, see it, and feel it for an absolute minimum of 90 days. As I said, if you can do 6 months or a year, more power to you. And as I said, once you start saying that and seeing it and feeling it, you'll start noticing changes in your life. You'll start feeling different about money. Any negative feelings toward money will start disappearing. And when you start saying, and it'll start becoming a habit, because after a while, you just start doing this over and over and over, and it'll just become a habit. And before you know it, you're just doing it out of habit, and you'll notice things start happening, things start changing financially for you. As Earl Nightingale says, strange and marvelous things will start happening when you start working with the law. It's a law, people. It's got to work. Well, that's all the time I got for tonight. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch the video. And I'm Ubering, so if you need a ride, hit me up. I'll come pick you up. See you later, guys.